This is your Monex Metals Market Update with Mike Maroney.
Good afternoon. It's Monday, October 16th. My name is Mike Maroney. I'm coming to you today from the Monex Precious Metals studio. Let's do our week in preview. If you look at what's taken place in the precious metals markets, gold hit a high of 1363 and then pulled all the way back down and retested the 400-day moving average, which sits right at 1261. Since that point, we've bounced back to the upside, and investors are wondering if this is just a corrective bounce off the 1261 low, or if this leg will potentially take us higher and take out intermediate resistance, which sits at 1322, and inevitably take out key resistance, which sits right around 1370. A lot of this will be predicated on what happens with the US dollar. The dollar sold off from the 103.50 area all the way down to 91. And then we've seen a little bit of a bounce back to the upside. Now, many people believe that the dollar has put in a short-term bottom and could be headed higher. And if that's the case, we may need to revisit the recent lows in all of the precious metals. Now, silver has also been trading in a very interesting fashion. If you look at what happened, we hit a high of 1830, and then we pulled all the way back down to 1635, a $2 correction. Since that point, we've bounced back to the upside, and unlike gold, which went down and tested the 400-day moving average, silver has the 400-day moving average sitting just above it, acting as resistance, which comes in right at that 1750 area. If we can take out that 1750 area in silver, there's a good chance that, one, we could go back up and retest the highs up around that 1830, and then if we can break back through, we may actually see a $19 handle in the short term. Now, we're heading into December, and we have the debt ceiling sitting right out on the horizon. Will the U.S. be able to put together a solid plan on how to alleviate the overall pressure as far as the debt situation is concerned? And a lot of that will be predicated on what happens with the Trump tax plan. Obviously, if we cut corporate taxes, which will certainly help the stock market, but it will also increase the overall debt situation, what will that do to the dollar? Will the dollar continue to move higher based on the fact that more and more investors will be looking to park money in our stock market? Or will the dollar potentially sell off based on the fact that lower corporate taxes will increase the overall debt situation? I think a lot of that will also depend upon the other geopolitical issues that exist throughout the world. And obviously, North Korea seems to pop up every couple weeks, as the rumor this weekend was they were rolling out their mobile missile launchers and were ready to test a potential missile that had the United States within its range. So, a lot will depend upon what happens with the dollar. If the dollar breaks out and retests that 95 area, I think we may need to see both precious metals, gold and silver, go back down a little bit and build a base below 1300 in gold and build a base right in that 1680 price range as far as silver is concerned. The long-term implications of all these things are extraordinarily bullish. And the bottom line is, as investors lose faith in the fact that the world's governments have lost control of their financial situation, people will be looking for a safe haven to park a portion of their capital. And one of the best ways to do that is to own physical precious metals. If you take delivery of silver, if you take delivery of gold and stick it away, in the next 2 to 3 years, I think the only thing you'll regret is you didn't buy more. Give us a call today at Monex so we can talk about how you can put physical precious metals in your hand today. Thank you.